Hello everybody, and welcome to a new series, Serenity SMP Season 2. Some of you may be returning from Serenity Season 1, and some of you may just be coming along for the ride. I've been invited to Season 2, and I'm looking forward to it. I have a couple of different ideas that I was thinking of building, and one of the ones that I haven't really tried before is extreme fantasy, and that's something I kind of want to play with. Alrighty, let's do this. A little bit nervous, but here we go.
Beginning.
Ah, there you are. Jeez, took me forever.
The one where you said "Welcome to Unity Season 2," or
Mm.
No.
that
Came to
one,
me and you
or-
said something. You asked me a question.
Never
and
living in that
the
down.
question.
No.
Oh no,
Hi, Todd.
Laggy.
I guess
Hello.
it wasn't important.
Oh, get up. Under there.
It might have been important. I just have a paper screen, so here we are.
Oh no, Laggy
I
gets
think
to
everyone
if he
goldfish
wants to
have
roast me,
very
he
That
got
way,
it.
but I don't know.
Laggy can roast me if he wants to. He got dirt. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll roast me. It's something he's gonna hold until he needs something. He'll just
Yeah.
It's a cam.
rip
Hey,
into me.
David, remember that one time?
Yeah. So he got
Ouch.
me. He got me.
Oh, do you need bread?
Oh, is
I-
Ty already here?
Got some bread.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Wow, Ty's fast. Dude, you're fast.
Fast as lightning.
Is there anything good in
Wait,
here
like
left?
right next to us?
Thanks.
Oh, I thought he was in the village.
I was.
He's close to the village.
No, this village didn't.
Bucket.
He dropped a carrot. Nice.
This village is really not good.
Yeah. I think we should go over the water, maybe. Oh, wait, there's something. Come here.
So is anyone
Like
setting
there's
up shop
another
here, or
bigger
are
village.
we just looting it?
I feel like we're
Um,
looking around to see some places and looking for other waystones.
Oh, okay.
Doing a little exploring, kind of just
But you
get the
can do a
vibe.
show if you want.
We're just doing a shop already.
Oh,
I
mean,
think
you
I'm
can-
gonna
you-
split
you can
off
sell
into
wood.
a smaller group.
Oh,
So, all y'all have some fun looking around.
okie
Alright,
dokie.
just if anybody needs to chat, make sure you just throw it in the in-game chat, and we'll,
For sure.
yeah. Okay, well, happy hunting, and I don't know. Let me know if you come across anything cool. We'll go
Fun
do it.
stuff.
He's easier.
Yeah, there's gonna be some goodies.
Oh, down below.
Yeah.
This village is so nice.
Aww.
What?
I can make chest with this wood. Do you have some normal wood? It's a gift. Do you put
Yeah, I-
yours on here? Just in case? Also, yeah, we can take yours. Oh, good.
I'm just putting all my stuff up here. Oh, that's okay. I filled that up quick.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something with this. Where do
Yeah, you know the zombie
Oh.
reinforcement thing? Zombie reinforcement feature? I killed
Okay, I'm gonna go
a few of them. And I guess we'll spawn behind me.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go from the other side. Okay, return.
Oh. Are we in trout here?
Oh, maybe. I guess.
Ooh.
But it looks different, right? This is not.
Can I go up? Oh. Up. Well, I hope they give you a bow. I have a bow.
So far no bow, but we have white
we have certain mods and whatnot in this, which are like waypoints and I guess random generated structures like the one I'm standing in, which is a giant tower, as you can see here. I started from the bottom and fought my way to the top. And I think I'm going to create my home here, at least my starter base. Normally I build from scratch, a dirt hut or something like that, but I thought, you know what, let's just start from the beginning. Let's have a base, kind of that this world provided, clear it out, and then build everything else around it. Then I have kind of a style that I can kind of build off of to kind of help me on my journey, and we can go from there. Now, one of the things that we were talking about was shops, like right off the bat. And my idea was a library. Now, the reason why a library is I've done it before, but I wanted to do more of a wizarding library. And when I got to the top of this tower, I'm in a library, and a wizarding one at that. Now, the big goal is to go down below and clear it out so that I can use all the other remaining levels. Alrighty, let's do this. A little bit nervous, but here we go. Oh my gosh. That is so many. Ow. Get out of my tower. Now there should be some spawners down here unless I got them all. There's one. Ouch. And I think that's it. Now that that's all sorted, gotta clean up the area, clean out the trees in the surrounding area, and light up the place to set up shop. So, I've been busy. Now, I want to show you the improvements that I've made on my home. Alright, so. Oh. From Valhalla, it's a start. Cobbled deep slate. Thank you, thank you. Cobbled deep slate. Part of a project that we will leave until later. But for now, let's take a look around. So I've decided to lighten up the area, adding candles and little torch trinkets and lanterns, clearing away this area. It's something. I added a tiny chandelier up above and add a little storage space right here. If we go up the stairs, I've added trapdoors along the way, so it added a little bit more of a railing. And then we go further up, I've added a little tree here and closed this off a little bit. Outside, I added some lanterns so I can see in the night. And then we come up here, added a nice little storage unit. I have not used any of these yet, but I will in time, I'm sure. Then we come back up here, and I've cleaned up a little bit, used these for my nicest storage. I have done a lot of stuff. I have traveled a lot, many hours, many places, and got lots of cool stuff. There's so many cool things that you can find in this mod pack, but I have a few that I found that I loved the most. First up, Crystal Heart. Basically, it gives me 5 extra hearts. Then I have the Power Glove, which I have in both hands, and they add 4 attack damage each. So I hit really, 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 really hard. And then I have the Aqua Dashers. Basically, if I run towards water, I can skip along it. But if I stop, I sink. Now, onto further looking around the house. So if we come up here, we have the book room. Lots of floating candles. I left them. What I did in this room is I added a little bit more bookcases and actual books. here and there, things that I found. And then I added a ladder that goes up to more storage, which I have not utilized. And if I go even further, I have some blast furnaces, some empty barrels. Last but not least, storage. Down here, I have decided to organize as much as I can. One of the big reasons why I've decided to get this all out of the way and not show it, one, it's kind of boring. But two, my project for today is not to build a place to live in because we found this lovely, lovely, lovely home. But my main goal today is to build a shop. That's right. In all my travels, I've come across a lot of enchantment books and potions. And I thought, it's coming close to Halloween. And I'm kind of a wizard now, right? I live in a wizard house. Or tower. Or whatever you want to call it. So why not have my shop be, potion related and book related? The thing is, we have a couple of rules on this server, and one of the big ones is we can't have a village trading hall, like a villager trading hall. And that makes a lot of sense because you can get really OP and it can kind of break the system a little bit. But there's no rules about selling really cool enchanted books. And I thought, why not build that together? I've gathered pretty much all the materials I need to build this thing, and I've set up an area at the shopping district, which is server spawn, which I found out is actually really close to my house. Now right here is where I live, and I have a little farm and whatnot in my area. But if I zoom out a bit and come over here, this is server spawn, and this is where I'm going to build my shop. Anyone can build anywhere technically where they want their shop to go. Some people have built whatever this is, and there's a shop down here. But I thought maybe a little bit closer to the center would be a good idea. Yeah, it looks pretty big, but it's a big build, and I'm really excited to show it to all of you. So let's go. So we're going to walk there instead of me taking the waypoint because I want to show you around. Because I'm a wizard, I thought some hanging floating lanterns would look pretty cool. And over here, if anyone wants to find me, they can by taking my waystone. But since I'm so close to the town, we might as well walk there and I'll show you around a bit. So I decided to mark out where I want my path to go. And there's floating lanterns all the way to my nice, pretty tower. But eventually it goes to normal lanterns as it zigzags around to this weird statue, which I'm going to keep because why not? And it keeps going around, and eventually we see our nice spawn. Now our spawn is generated, but eventually I'm sure, yes, donkey, eventually I'm sure we're going to raise some of these houses and build our own stuff. But for now, this is what we have. If you come down to Town Square, which is right over here, we might put the portal here, I'm not 100% sure yet. We go to our waystone, which again might be placed over there. And then over here is where I plan to build my shop. And right here I have, hey, Wizards Potions and Books is in the works. Because, why not? Why not have a little guy promoting our stuff? Hey, guess what? Another thing I forgot to mention? We have seasons. So we are, I think, early winter, meaning it snows a lot. So I'm going to have to work around that as well. Here's the waypoint to the server spawn area. And over here is how you're going to get to my shop. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to break this little guy because he's not necessary. There we go. Break this. And we don't need this area right here, so we're going to break this as well. Then we're going to get rid of all this grass. It's also clearing up the snow, which is really nice. And now that the area is clean, we have to figure out where we want the door to be. So I'm going to grab some of the items for the front porch area that I've designed. And then once we figure out where the front door is going to be, then we can get to building. So these items here are what I'm going to be using for our first part. Smoker and 3 different log types that are from this new mod. So let's say the door is going to be about here. So these 2 blocks here. We're going to go here and here, because when they're facing away they have a cool texture, but then you don't have to see this. And then we're going to put the wood type like so. So this is where our entrance is going to go, and then we're just going to move these over by 3. We're going to put down the smokers again, fill this in. Like so. And here's our porch. Now the other things that we want to add, or deadwood, are fir fence, our fir gate, and hoppers. And what they're going to look like is this. And then one up like this. And then we're going to put the hoppers on top of that. And then for this, we're going to put one in the middle like so, and then the gates. And we have the start of our build. The door is going to be just beyond here, so about there. And then we're going to grab our deep slate and we're going to mark out our floor plan a tiny bit. Now that we have our foundation down and we have our layout, we technically have 3 rooms-ish on the floor, and then we'll have 1 room up above. But the next thing we have to do is build the walls. So what we will mainly be needing for the walls is basalt to look like cobblestone on the walls, and umbran log planks again. And we'll also be using for pillars the dead logs as you see behind me. We also need to get this door going. So we'll put that one here and here, and it looks pretty cool. And then we're going to take the basalt and put it up like this to add a bit of texture. Now that it's getting dark, it actually would be an opportune moment to actually add in our lighting that we plan to do. So at least for the bottom, we're going to be using pine trapdoors, frog lights, and dead trapdoors. We're going to make 2 big windows here, 1 here. We're going to add the lights, and those look pretty cool because they look like they're turned on. Then we're going to take the pine trapdoors and we're going to put them over top. Doesn't that look spooky? And then we'll take the dead trapdoors and we'll put them on either side, and they'll look like shutters. Like so. Now we're going to do that with the rest. So inside here, we're going to add the dried kelp for the floor. I'm going to put dead wood here, and here, and some pine stairs here and here, and then we're going to fill in the rest of the floor. And you might be curious what I'll be doing to fill all this up, and the answer is bookcases and shelves. And bloop, it's done. Yep, it's done. The roof took a while, so I didn't want to film that. But my design, with a little bit more tweaks from my original build ideas, I have completed what I was going for, and I like it. I think it works. What my idea is that the bottom floor will be books, and then the top room for the second story will be potions, even though I have a lot more potions than I do books. But that doesn't matter. So now that I have the outside built, the next thing I want to do is the interior and the exterior. I mean, I'm in town, but it would be kind of cool that my house is the creepy house in the middle of town kind of thing, and that no one really wants to approach. And who knows, if they go inside, they might die. And I don't think that's a really good sales pitch, but why not, right? So if we go inside, like before, there's the windows, which actually provide a lot of light, so we don't really need these torches. I just put them here because I didn't want anything spawning and blowing up my stuff. And then if we go up here where the potion area is, it'll just be in this area here. Maybe I'll have some potions and knickknacks and all kinds of stuff. I need to fill up these with the trapdoors to make them a little bit more presentable, or I'll just fill them up with books and stuff. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I wanted the field to be like an attic, so I didn't want it to be too large. I also wanted this space to be kind of like you came up and you're kind of ducking your head a little bit because you don't really want to bump your head on the ceiling. I could have utilized the tower above, but I don't know, wanted a little tiny space for my potion area. So these are the items that I'll be using to decorate the inside and the outside of this build. I have 2 characters that I plan to put around in here, but right now we're going to go for the candles and the plants and some knickknacks here and there. So we'll take everything that I think we'll need for now, like the cobwebs, the flower azalea for like the particle effects, maybe the crying obsidian, and some of the other little bits and bobs. So as we look around and we want to decorate, one of the things I want to make sure I'm doing is putting down things that will appeal. So let's add candles here, maybe here, maybe down here. I also want to add some floating candles for that extra magical effect. So let's add a candle on top of here, maybe a few over here, and then we can light them up. And overall, it adds this really cool look. So I'll add a pot here, maybe, I don't know, this one? That's kind of neat. And then over here, maybe up here, you can add like a dead plant. I definitely want to add an enchanting table. Not quite sure where it could go. Maybe here? Yeah, that works. Maybe put a blue lantern next to it. So this is called a fire pit. Now, that's a little intense, so let's turn these off. Like so, and add some plants. Like that. I like that. I like the red. It's from the maple leaves, or the maple trees. It just looks really cool. And then the other thing we can add is like cobwebs. Now, these 2 cobwebs are from the mod, and they're super neat because when they hang down, they actually have like 3 layers. Like that. 3 different looks. It just adds a little bit more character. And then these ones are like wall webs. And they're a little bit of fun, because depending on where you move them. And they don't like crawl like vines do, so you don't have to worry too much. Maybe add them on some bookcases. That's kind of spooky. And so up here is like the potion room, right? So we have these here, and I don't really know if I want to cover them up, but it's not like a bad idea. Maybe make like a desk like that, something like that. We could put a cauldron here, add another light source, like that, like a brew. Now, I was thinking we could add like that, some of this skulk, because it glows a little bit, And this is more of a potion thing. So adding a little bit, kind of like an infection, would look kind of cool. So the other cool thing that I found was a glowworm silk ball. And they add other particle effects, like dripping blue, whatever this is. But it drips, which is neat. And we'll add a glow shroom. I like these because they glow a little bit. See? Isn't that neat? And I'm kind of thinking not having the barrels take away from the area. So how about we break into these and put the barrels over here. Same with this. So that they're not super hidden, so people can find them. But if you look hard enough, you can find it. So I have here an armor stand, clothes, the witch's head, and I also have an end rod for her to hold. So I'm going to want her to kind of be looking at the viewer, or maybe, I don't know, brewing a bit. This is going to be pretty tricky to build because I have to build it at such a bizarre angle. In order to do this, I think we're going to have to move this for now. We're going to place the witch here. We're going to give her some arms. We're going to hide her base like that. So let's put the witch's head on. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. So huge. And we'll have the witch look down. Yeah, exactly. And then we'll put the clothes on. I just put the witch in all black because it made the most sense. Well, apart from the pants. And there's the witch. And then all I have to do is lock it in place. That way it can't be moved, but and now it's stirring its potion. So now that we've decorated the inside, both the potions room and the book room, I want to decorate the outside. Initially, I was going to make the entrance behind me, but I thought right here would do. So what I'm kind of going for is, since this is kind of like a haunted house spooky vibe, we got to add a lot more cobwebs. So let's do that, and then we'll tackle the surrounding area. So let's put some cobwebs down. Like one here is where I was thinking one could go. And another bulky one could go maybe like here. That could work. We could have some hanging down cobwebs. Like that. And then we can add some of the webbing. That's pretty spoopy. The other thing I want to add is pumpkins. Maybe some jack-o'-lanterns? Definitely one by the front door. Like so. Then some fences. So people know where to enter. Some mushrooms. And some cobblestone. Oh my gosh! Ah! Where did they all come from? Wow! Okay, Army of the Dead much? Ow! Not quite sure where they all came from, but they don't seem to like me very much. Ouch. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna die. Some of them have, like, weapons. Ah! Baby zombie! Oh my gosh, jeez! Oh, blah blah blah. I momentarily turned off the sounds so that I could work in peace. That did not work out well for me, but I survived. And there you have it, everybody. My spooky haunted house shop of horrors. Ha 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 ha. But anyway, I'm so grateful to join Serenity SMP for their second season. If you liked what you saw, please consider leaving a like and a comment, and even subscribing if you want to see more content. And without further ado, see you next time, everybody, and happy Halloween!